Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today.
And Gad came that day to David and said to him, Go up, erect an altar to the Lord on the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite. So David, according to the word of God, went up as the Lord commanded. Now Araunah looked and saw the king and his servants coming toward him. So Araunah went out and bowed before the king with his face to the ground. Then Araunah said, Why has my lord the king come to his servant? And David said, To buy the threshing floor from you, to build an altar to the Lord, that the plague may be withdrawn from my people. Now Araunah said to David, Let my lord the king take and offer up whatever seems good to him. Look, here are oxen for burnt sacrifice, and threshing implements, and the yokes of the oxen for wood. All these, O king, Araunah has given to the king. And Araunah said to the king, May the Lord your God accept you. Then the king said to Araunah, No, but I will surely buy it from you for a price. Nor will I offer burnt offerings to the Lord my God with that which costs me nothing. So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver. 2 Samuel chapter 24, verses 18 through 24. One day I had a meeting with a man who was in a position of great importance. After a time of getting to know each other, he said to me, How can I help you? Those words surprised me, coming from a man who obviously already had many demands on his time. My first thought was that I was extremely impressed with him. My next thought, however, was to wonder whether his offer was genuine or simply an effort to impress me with his humility and Christian piety. Later, I discovered he was truly sincere. This encounter reminds me that each of us must be willing to give to others without a motive to get anything in return. It is simply an act of serving others. Jesus says that we must consider others more important than ourselves. When is the last time you did something for another without a motive of getting anything in return? In the text from the Bible I read just a moment ago, we see that when King David comes to offer a sacrifice and pray for the removal of a plague on Israel, he is given the opportunity to make the sacrifice without the cost of purchasing the sacrificial animals. Then the king said to Araunah, No, but I will surely buy it from you for a price. Nor will I offer burnt offerings to the Lord my God with that which costs me nothing. So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver. And David built there an altar to the Lord, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. So the Lord heeded the prayers for the land, and the plague was withdrawn from Israel. 2 Samuel chapter 24, verses 24 and 25. David, understanding the principle of giving, says he cannot offer anything to God that does not cost him something. Otherwise, it is not a sacrificial gift. What about you today? When was the last time you sacrificed for another with no expectation of getting anything in return? We can all give something to others, such as our time, our money, or our expertise. This is real Christianity that follows the example of Christ. So, the next time you meet with someone, why not consider how you might be a blessing to that person? Why not ask, How can I help you today? This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.